An important statement that we should include for most works, like books, articles, and publications, is title. Now, the title is often the same as the label for the item, but it doesn't have to be. The title should be the official name of the work when it was published, while the label may be a shorter name that's commonly used to refer to the work. Now here's an example, Darwin's famous Origin of Species book. Its Wikidata label is On the Origin of Species. And we can see here that it is also known as Origin of Species as an alias, but the actual title is much longer. We see here the actual title is On the Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection or the Preservation of Favored Races in the Struggle for Life. Now, there's nothing wrong with using a longer title as a label if that's how people commonly refer to the work. But let's add a title to this work, Central Bench History. First, let's look at the full text of the work here. Here we see that the title of the book is in fact Central Bench History. So let's go ahead and add that as a statement. We'll click Add Statement. And notice that we're automatically prompted to click on Title. But if we weren't, we could begin typing title in the property box. Now notice that when we start typing the title, a language (mandatory) box pops up below where we are typing. A title is an example of a special kind of value in Wikidata, monolingual text. Monolingual text is text that only makes sense in a particular language. And that's different from generic text, like the name of a person, which is probably the same in many languages. So after we finish typing the title, we can begin typing the language here. And we're prompted to click English. And now we can go ahead and click Publish. Now notice that the value for the finished statement has English in parentheses after the title. That's how we can tell that this is a monolingual text value and not a regular string value. The Wikidata guidelines suggest that works should only have a single value for title. So if you add values for title in other languages, you'll see a warning. This warning can be ignored if the work has been published in different languages. In that case, it's appropriate to add titles in each language of publication. But if you called the item an instance of version, edition, or translation, then you should have created a separate item for each translation. In that case, it would be appropriate to add only the single title using the publication language of that particular translation. In contrast to title, it's great to have labels and descriptions in as many languages as possible so that users can understand what the item is called in their own language.